Well, g'day everyone. We finally made it to the Sunshine Coast after a crazy couple of weeks going down to Melbourne to pick up our brand new 76 series, and we're finally getting stuck into the mods. Can't wait to take you guys through and show you everything we're doing to it to kick things off in our first round of mods. We're going to take you through and show you the bull bar that we've picked, and we've dropped it off at McCormack's to get a whole heap of stuff done. We're getting suspension, coil conversion, snorkel, tow bar, heaps of stuff. Can't wait to show you all that. But yeah, we're staying up here at Cotton Tree on the sunny coast.
Yeah, so it's one of the new ECC parks. It's beachfront, and I'm going to be just kicking back and relaxing with the kids while Simon is ducking back from the Sunshine Coast to McCormack's and checking on this build. So let's dive in. Let's show you what we've done pre-rego and why.
Absolutely. So let's kick things off and show you the bull bar we've picked. Can't wait to show you this. We absolutely love it.
Oh my gosh. All right, ATD time.
So we first came across ATD bull bars a long time ago across Instagram and social media, and absolutely fell in love with the look of them. It's so unique and different to a lot of what's out there. And then we went and visited Clayton and his facility a couple of months ago, and we were impressed.
Oh my goodness, he's like an artisan of his craft. I didn't even know that was a thing in bull bars, but he only makes 70 series bull bars, and his whole workshop is immaculate. Everything is done to perfection. There's no corners cut. It is insane in there, isn't it?
Yeah, as soon as we saw them in person, we were sold. We put our deposit down straight away. We paid full price for this. It's probably going to sound like an ad for ATD. We paid full price for it. Clayton's an absolute legend, and he helped us out choosing this amazing, we'd already chosen this amazing custom color, and he took a little bit of convincing that it was going to look good. He's a perfectionist, and he wants to make sure, obviously, that every vehicle that his bars go on looks as good as it can. And he took a little bit of convincing for the color.
Well, on the phone when we said we wanted to do a grey bull bar with green undertones on a sandy 76, you could just hear the skepticism, hey?
As the bar went on at ATD, this is the first time we'd seen those two colours really come together without being on a tiny little paint swatch. And it was a nervous moment, but we all agreed that once it went on, that this was gonna help the vehicle to really stand out and look different, and it looked insane. We could not have been happier.
He's also one of those people too that will look at the whole project and say, like, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with this? Have you thought about these components so that it would all look good together? Because that's what he does for a living. Like, he just only deals with 70 series.
Yeah, it was really handy.
Yeah.
All right, so after getting the bull bar fitted, it was down the hill into Brisbane and dropped the car off at McCormack's. Those guys are going to be doing the first round of mods for us. I'll talk more about that throughout this video, but kicking things off, I had to go and pick up some gear to get things started on the build. It was a bit of a mad run around, a bit of logistical run around to try and get everything lined up. Trying to get everything lined up and manage the logistics while we live on the road and don't have a home base is really tricky. So we really appreciate everyone that's helped us out so far. Michael from Method Wheels, he's lent us a car for the next couple of weeks while we're getting the build done, because otherwise we'd have no way to get around, because obviously we traded the Ranger in. Barney from Legend X, Bodie from McCormack's. The guys are just, it's not about, it's so much about the products that these guys, it's the people and the amount they've helped us out with this build. Just can't thank them enough. And it's not just because we're YouTubers and content creators, they're just good people that want to help people build their dream rigs. So yeah, big shout out to all those guys for helping us out with the logistics more than anything. Yeah,
the logistics have been an absolute head spin. Just how do you get from point A to point B without a car, without a home base? Yeah, you've done amazing. All right, let's dive in.
Alrighty, so I just dropped off the Method F truck to the mechanic. It was due for a service, which is our loan car we're using at the moment, and the mechanics have lent me a Toyota Yaris as our loan car for the next day or so while they get their service done on the F truck. Quite the change. It's like jumping into a go-kart after driving the F-Truck around. Down in Brisbane today, doing some running around, getting some stuff sorted for the 76 build. I've got a bootload of stuff. I've got the Black Duck seat covers to go on. I've got the car builder's sound deadening kit in the back. I'm going to go and drop that off with the car. And along the way, I'm going to stop off at Legend X, grab some gear from those guys as well. I'll tell you all about that soon, tell you a bit more about it. And then, down to McCormack's to drop all that off and see how the build's going on the car. So excited for that. Yeah, really enjoying the process, but it's quite chaotic. It's certainly not simple and straightforward. Let's head down to Legend X and grab some gear from down there. All right, let's go. I've just been to see Barney and grabbed our new rock sliders or side steps. from the guys at Legend X. We're going to be doing more Legend X gear as well. I actually got onto these guys for some of their other products that I really liked for the 76 and saw the rock sliders and side steps, and I absolutely love them. So I've got the Yaris absolutely packed. I've got the Black Duck seat covers, the car builders kit for the sound deadening, and the Legend X sliders in here now. I think we're full. It's time to go to the next stop. Let's go head down the road a little bit to McCormack's.
Tea at Gongcha. Delicious brewed teas, milk foam, milk tea, smoothies, and so much more.
So trying to find somewhere to store all the gear as we go as well is proving to be difficult as we're trying to line up ordering things to get them in time, but then having to store them before they're ready to be fitted. So we've got our tow mirrors in here from MSA, going to load all the car builders kit in here as well, and the seat covers, I'm throwing them in here, and then got to find somewhere to put these rock sliders to leave them here. The car builders kit I'll be doing DIY, but the MSA mirrors and the sliders McCormack's are going to install for us, just to try and get things happening and moving along. So I'm going to use the 76 as a bit of a warehouse at the moment, somewhere to store all the gear, and then I'll drop in and see Bodie and see how we're getting along and where we're up to with the build. Oh, rightio, job sorted here at McCormack's. So there's been a delay. Our J-Max coil conversion that we're going to be doing to the car only just turned up literally as I was here. So they just unloaded that off the truck. It's Thursday now. The guys are going to get started on that next week. They're doing some custom painting and stuff on that kit that we'll show you all that next week. So that's it for today. That's my running around. I'm going to go back to the coast and chill out with Liz and the kids. But yeah, we're going to be back here next week, starting the coil conversion, getting wheels and tyres on, and then following that, some more aesthetic stuff, custom paint, tow bar, tow mirrors, heaps more coming up. And yeah, looking forward to showing you all that when we're getting the coil conversion put in.
Don't mind me, just getting ready to go to the beach with the kids. Tell you what, it's an absolute circus in our van right now. Oh, we've got everything that we would normally have in the back of the ute piled into the caravan, sorting and organising everything, rearranged everything. So it's time to relax by the beach, enjoy this sunset, I reckon.
Yeah, when the van's chaos, the easiest thing to do is just walk away and leave it behind. Go to the beach instead, I reckon. This is wicked down here.
Such a good spot.
Well, exciting times. I don't know if you can see that behind me there, but the Cruiser is up on a hoist. The guys are starting the coil conversion. I came down here a couple of days ago and checked in on them as they got a start on it. There's quite a lot involved in the coil conversion in the back of the 76, especially because of the wagon body. Definitely gets in the way in a few places when you're trying to do the conversion compared to, say, a ute. And even though it is just a bolt-in conversion, there's a little bit to it. There's a bit of modification required to the chassis. So once all the old stuff's out that's getting replaced, then it was a matter of starting to modify the chassis, which is a pretty scary thing to watch someone do to your brand new pride and joy Landcruiser. But the guys did a fantastic job there, got the cross member cut out and ground away. It's a fair bit of work there to get the plates and mounting plates cut out of the chassis as well.
All right, Simon, I'm just going to jump in here. This is probably the point where you should explain what is a coil conversion and why are we doing this to our Landcruiser?
Yeah, look, there's a number of advantages to the coil conversion, but what it is in essence is the 76 series Cruiser comes with leaf rear suspension that we're going to change over to coil rear suspension. That's a fairly significant upgrade and requires the installation of the cradle. The cradle braces the chassis, but it also gives mounting locations for the new suspension geometry. The main reasons we went with this upgrade is because of the increase it was going to give us in towing capacity. So it will give us a 400 kilo increase in GVM, but that includes a significant increase in the rear axle loading. But it's also going to allow us to tow a full 3.5 ton at that maximum GVM. So the real increase for us that was important was the GCM increase. There's over 800 kilos of additional GCM. So it was a huge decision for us. This is an almost $40,000 upgrade to do to what is already an almost $80,000 car. So a significant increase. We don't want to pretend like this was an easy decision or that we just said, oh yep, sweet, we'll just get one of those. It was a massive decision to do this, and this is not sponsored by J-Max at all. We paid for this 100% ourselves. So yeah, a big decision, but one that we just felt there was nothing else out there on the market that was going to give us the same amount of performance upgrades that we wanted in so many areas of the vehicle, that we just decided it was just do it, buy once, cry once, do it once, do it properly. And to do it pre-rego means it's federally compliant. And that's where I left the guys the other day when I was here. I've just come back in today to check up on progress, and they've made a heap of progress. Got most of the rear suspensions in now. The new diff housing is in. This afternoon they're just going to be switching the diff center out from the factory diff. So the factory diff center, the factory diff locker and everything like that transfers over into the new diff housing. And then we're pretty much done in the rear end, tighten everything up and get it back down on the ground, fit up the wheels and tyres, which have turned up as well. So I'm excited to see the wheels and tyres on there. I think it's going to make a massive difference to the appearance of the car. We've gone with the Method wheels, Toyo tyres. Once the rear end's done, then it's turn their attention to the front and do the front upgrade as well to the suspension up there. So new springs, new arms, new everything up the front there as well, and obviously those shocks as well up in the front. Now we've gone ahead and gone all out and got the electric adjustable shocks as well. So they're remote reservoir shocks, but they're in-cab adjustable, electronic adjustable, but they've also got an auto function. I've still yet to learn all about it, but it sounds unreal, and from what I've heard, it is absolutely insane the ride quality you get out of it. The shocks constantly auto adjust themselves based on the conditions that you're driving in. So really excited to see how that goes and test that out. Still heaps more to go then. The guys will get, once they get the suspension work all done, the snorkel's already been fitted. We've got sliders, rock sliders to go on to replace the factory side steps, and a heap more colour coding as well. We're going to colour code the flares, and we're going to black out a lot of the badging, get rid of a lot of the chrome off the car. I'm not into chrome, so yeah, we're going to go with a custom colour on a lot of that and some black as well. And then it's pretty much stage one finished. Then we're on to the next phase. Can't wait to see it once it's back down on its new wheels and tyres, new suspension. It's going to be like a new car. When I pick it up from McCormack's in a few days, when this has all been complete, I feel like it's going to be like picking up the car from brand new all over again. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Liz hasn't seen any of it yet either, so a couple of days we'll be back here to pick it up, and yeah, can't wait to see her reaction when she sees it all done. All right, exciting day this morning. We are down here at Scrubs Car Detailing to get our Cruiser PPF wrapped. So we are putting it's a 3M PPF wrap. So it's called their 200 series film. It's their, I guess, top of the range film. It's a super high gloss, has a lot of hydrophobic properties. So it repels water and repels dirt and contaminants, but it obviously also physically protects the four-wheel drive against scratches, stone impact, all of that sort of stuff. And with where we're planning to go with the four-wheel drive, it was high on our list to get the car PPF wrap. Now the guys here at Scrubs do ceramic coating as well as PPF. We chose to go the PPF route for the car just for what we're going to be doing with it. Like I said, it's going to have a lot better protection against stone impact and scratches than just a ceramic coating would. But the guys here also do car detailing. So they've detailed the car, even though it's brand new. We obviously drove it up from Melbourne, spent time on a ship. It spent time sitting in the workshop at McCormack's. So there was a lot of grease and grime and things like that. So they've fully detailed the car. They also can do underbody detailing because they've got the hoist here, so they can get right up underneath it and clean it right out. And then, yeah, then obviously start to apply the PPF wrap. So we're doing a full wrap on every panel of our car. It's definitely the more expensive way to go. The more you do, obviously the dearer it gets. But it being our first new four-wheel drive that we've ever owned, we were really keen to make sure we protect that paint the best way possible, and you really just can't beat PPF for that. So apart from the hydrophobic properties that the 3M film has, One of the big pluses as well is the roll widths that it comes in. Means that the guys can do the bonnet and the roof and those big panels in one piece without any joins. And the fewer joins you can have in the PPF, the better result you're going to get by far. It's amazing how well the guys take it right up to the edges of everything so that it hides the joins as much as possible, or hides those edges, I should say, as much as possible. If you see this orange Ranger here behind me, the Ranger there has just been done in the same film that we're using, and it looks insane. And you can barely tell it's there. And even when you know it's there, you've really got to look closely to be able to see it. It's pretty cool. So the guys at McCormack stripped all the wheel arch flares, the door badges, the door handles and keyholes and everything like that, because we're going to get them painted in a custom color. So while they did that, they had the door skins out to be able to do that. I used that opportunity to jump in and start our car builder's sound deadening kit. It also made it easier for these guys wrapping it, because they can get right in up under all the door handles and all those sort of areas as well. So yeah, pretty exciting to see it starting to get wrapped, and just knowing that it's going to look as good as it does today for years to come, and try and prevent as much as possible any scratches and damage to the paintwork. Alrighty guys, we're going to leave you there with that one. There's still a heap more to go on the car. We've still got tow mirrors to go on, side steps to be installed. We're going to get all that colour-coded stuff back on, some of this custom paint. It really is going to start to come together in the next episode, and Liz is going to get to see it for the first time. She still hasn't seen the car, so really looking forward to showing Liz the car, and the kids, they're really excited. The build's by no means finished at that point, but it is at that stage where we can get the car registered. And that's the important one for us, to get out there and start using it. There's still heaps more to come.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us a comment if you have any questions or want to know anything, and I'll get Simon to get back to you about anything related to the car. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks everyone who watches the ads as well to help us donate that 10% of our revenue to charity. We really do appreciate that. Can't wait to see you next week. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you Sunday.
I can't even get a word out at the moment. Falling. Nearly fell over.
Always.
Why are you down and I'm up? That doesn't work.
I don't know, how's that look?
That's better.
G'day guys, welcome to another episode. Today we're in, I don't know why I'm talking.
And I've got to jump in, and along the way I'm going to